QO, you spoke amply, insightfully, and, if I may add, beautifully to the first and third portions of the group question. Would you also be able to speak directly to the second question, which asks, what are those thoughts and activities which dissipate, diffuse, and weaken the will? I am QO, and I am aware of your query, my brother. We apologize for falling short in our answering of your query in all of its proportions. Those qualities which tend to weaken the will are those which would weaken an entity's ability to make choices in a clear and rational fashion. For when an entity finds there is doubt which may not be addressed, and which takes its place in the forefront of the mind, then this is one quality which weakens that which you call the will. Such a will remain in a weakened state until there is information or inspiration available to the seeker which can resolve or remove said doubt. We find that this is the primary cause of most entities' inability to exercise the will. For when information is lacking, or the desire to find information is lacking, then the will has no means by which to be exercised. This oftentimes begins a what you would call downward spiral of decision-making and movement of the mind-body-spirit complex along the line of the evolutionary process. For oftentimes there is a weakening of information, weakening of processing of information, and a weakening of the desire for seeking information that can resolve doubt and reinvigorate the quality of the will. There is what you may call the catch-22 in such a situation, until one can generate sufficient pure desire or will to work upon this blockage of the will, then the will remains blocked. The difficulties in searching and seeking for that which can dissipate doubt are oftentimes experienced by those who have just, shall we say, entered the conscious portion of the path of seeking the truth, and have not yet discovered how to deal with the setbacks, the turns and twists upon the trail that the doubting seeker shall surely find. There is the necessity, in such cases, for the blending of the energies with others of like mind. For within the group of seeking souls there can be the encouragement to the young seeker that it be able to overcome the doubts, to move past the difficulties, and to reassert itself in its own journey of seeking its inner truth. Oftentimes, such doubt is placed there by others who have less regard for the process of seeking, shall we say, and may question the entity in ways in which it is unable to answer, and unable to fathom how to make a portion of its own journey when the queries are either not properly understood or properly addressed by the seeker. There is sometimes the assistance that a group of like minds can give to those within the group that may fail from time to time in the exercise of the will, and the continuance of the seeking. Those who are willing to seek together are more likely to find that which is sought. And we recommend the joining together of all entities who wish to find the Holy Grail, shall we say. Find the Holy Grail upon the journey so that each may lend assistance to each. This is a journey which is not meant to be made, shall we say, entirely by oneself, although in its very essence it is a singular journey which no one else can travel for you. However, those friends and associates who are on similar journeys can lend an assistance of inspiration or of example, so that each within the group is bolstered and strengthened by such sharing of the love of the seeking, the love of the journey, and the love of those within the group. Is there a further query, my brother? On that question, no. That reply would certainly inspire me to stop dissipating my will through indulgence in self-doubt. Thank you. I am QO. We thank you, my brother. Is there another query within this group? Is there, QO, an instance where will becomes overbearing? I am QO and am aware of your query, my brother. You ask an interesting point in this regard. There is a possibility which is not often seen. However, it is one which does have its own reality in those entities who have had a success, shall we say, in other areas of seeking besides that which you may call the metaphysical journey of seeking the truth. Perhaps there has been success in the material world in obtaining those objects, items, and stations of respect and abundance. And these attainments may make the entity who has achieved them feel that it is, shall we say, all powerful. That the exercise of will in this regard can become that which can aid others, even when they are not asked, shall we say. In such cases, we recognize that the successful application of will in one area may give the portion of the mind which you have related as the ego mind a false sense of security, and even a mission, shall we say, that it makes other entities aware of its success and lead them along a similar path. However, this type of success is not that which can be passed on in a one-to-one sense in most cases. For there is the necessity for any potential follower to be able to choose that path for itself. And when one has had such success and wishes to impart it or impose it upon others, then there will be the dissonance between the goals of each entity so that there is little success that is experienced by the followers, and only the sense of being subservient and in control of another, shall we say. It is hoped that the entity which attempts to impose its will upon another can see itself reflected in the mirrors of those about it, who tend to shy away from such a powerful imposition of the will of another upon themselves. Is there a further query, my brother? No, thank you. I am QO, and we thank you, my brother. Is there a final query for the afternoon? A short one, QO. How would you define a strong will for a positively polarized entity? I am QO, and I am aware of your query, my brother. Those positively polarized entities who exhibit the strong will, shall we say, are those who have been able to increase the nature of their own beingness so that the positivity begins to be shown about one. Much as the sun upon a cloudless day, such entities are more likely to show by example than by word, are most likely to seek to share in service when asked, and are most likely to continue their journey of seeking in a solitary fashion in every level of their daily endeavors, so that there is no portion of the daily round of experience that does not benefit from what this entity seeks within. For a positively polarized spiritual seeker seeks the one and finds the one everywhere, for there is nothing but the one. Such an entity will see the Creator and give the Creator the love that is the Creator's own given to this entity and shared back and forth. For such a seeker, the daily round of activities is a continuing opportunity to seek and share the love of the one infinite Creator. We are most appreciative to you, my friends, each and every one, for allowing us to speak to you this afternoon. It has been our great privilege. We see this circle of seeking as a source of great light that reaches beyond this dwelling place into the realms of the metaphysical, where many are aware of such a seeking and rejoice with you at your seeking and lend their energies to it, especially when asked. For these are also forces of light that seek in service to others. We would at this time take our leave of this instrument and of this group. We leave each as always and as we find you in the love and in the light of the one infinite Creator. We are known to you as those of QO. Adonai, my friends, Adonai.